So I am here with beautiful Val, and Val has just finished her first immersion week at True Wellness. So Val, how did you find this?
I found you on a podcast.
Okay.
And what you were saying resonated with me. It made sense in my mind.
And now I'm asking these questions because I kind of know the answers, I'll be honest, but I also want her to express what's happened for her. So you traveled a distance to get here?
Yes.
Like a few hours to get here. You spent the
4
week
hours
here. Was it a financial investment that was a little scary?
It was.
Because you didn't really know what you were coming in for, even though we had a half hour, right?
I really had no idea what I was getting into.
Even though you read everything and it all resonated, had you been to anybody like us before?
Never.
Have you been to a chiropractor, acupuncturist, anything like that? I don't know the answers to this.
I have been to a chiropractor. I've done acupuncture.
But you're not out there biohacking and living in the functional medicine world at all. So this was pretty new for you.
Yeah, I did see one functional medicine person for SIBO.
Okay. And you have symptoms that you're dealing with, diagnosis you're dealing with. Do you mind sharing?
Oh, no, not at all. I have a lot of neck whiplash issues.
Mm-hmm.
I also had an accident years ago in my low back. And I've had cancer already at 49. And I wanted to be vibrant as I got older. That's what I want. I want to be active and vibrant and not doing this.
That's perfect. She's very visual. If you're not watching this, you should watch it. It's very good. So you got here the first day. We do a lot of assessments. We push your body a lot. From the first day to the fourth day, if you could just kind of express like what your mind was thinking and what you were feeling on that first day. Let's just start there.
On the first day, I feel like it was so long ago. Right?
Tuesday, remember?
Tuesday. The first day, you're just taking it all in, and you really, you hear about these things on your podcast, like the Flow Prezzo. I had no idea what it was. It sounded like a pumping thing, Yeah. So it was like kind of seeing what you were talking about, because I really didn't know.
Right. Right. And you experienced it all.
And
right?
I experienced it all.
We assessed you, and then you started to experience it. And then now on the last day, right? It's a half a day today, kind of, so to speak, because we do pretty long days here.
Yes.
So your half 6 hour day here today. How do you feel today going home? We just went over your supplement page, your home recommendations, and gave you kind of like, here's your plan.
Overall, I feel lighter.
Okay.
I do. So
that's good.
That is very nice. That is very nice. I'm very excited to start picking away and clearing the clutter in this and adding what I need. And you don't have to go in and do so much all at one time. It's consistency and little bits at a time, and it will make miracles happen.
Yeah. Thank you. And that's one of the reasons I wanted to actually, so I've seen clients for 19 years at our clinic with my husband, and we've done a lot of immersions and we've done a lot of one-offs. Like somebody comes in, they deal with something, or they're dealing with it for 3 months, and they come in once a week or twice a week. But this immersion concept, I really want people to understand why we're going to focus more on the immersions than we are on the one-offs, because of the cumulative effect of what we do. And if you could just speak to your process this week of, I said to you, like yesterday, I remember saying to you, okay, come out of your cocoon and emerge as the butterfly you are. It's such a tough thing to explain. And I would love for you to explain what that process was like this week in your words. What I say is, we kind of come in, we crack off the programming and the concrete and the stuckness, and allow the flow, the energy to start to flow in the body, and let the energy force of nature start to heal you so that you can start to feel it. And now you're more engaged in it. And now as you move forward, you are, oh, I get it. I know how I'm supposed to do this. I know what I'm supposed to do. That's my wording. What's your way to describe this experience?
I think you have to address the energy. And I think that is the most difficult part for me to understand. And I hear it and you think you get it. And then you work with everybody here and you realize you're so far not getting it. Do you know what
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so you don't realize how far off your own energy that you are, because I have shit, but I felt centered. I felt, oh, okay. I am so far off the chart of not being in touch with my own energy.
You were.
I was.
Do you feel that you still are? You say you are still now.
Now you've confused me.
Sorry. Do you still feel like you're off of your own energy?
No, but I feel like I have a ways to go.
Oh, okay. That's what I was trying to understand. Thank you.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
So you kind of became aware of how off it was. You thought you were centered.
I did.
Then you started working on that. You're like, whoa, I didn't realize how not centered I am. And now you're like, okay, I'm getting it, but I still have some efforting to do.
I have some efforting to do.
A little bit. Okay. Good.
Right. But I know where to put my energies and I know how to put my energies, instead of feeling like I'm doing this thing I heard or that supplement. Like I was piecemealing, trying to figure it out on my own. And I knew I was doing a crappy job. Like, yeah. So you need someone to also look at you as a whole and not individual pieces. It's all together. And yeah, so you have a roadmap and you know your destination and you have a guide.
And if you were talking to somebody who's sitting there going, I don't know if this is the kind of thing, like who is the person that you think would benefit from an experience like an immersion that you did this week? Somebody like you, obviously, but what does that mean to you?
I think that a lot of people could see this as a little bit out there. And that,
very honest, because we're out there.
Yeah. And it's very hard to explain, but I have had instances in my life where in your heart. So if you feel it in your heart at all, that you think you need it, then you need it.
So what's fascinating about that, and thank you so much for that being your answer. That's what got you here originally, was your heart. So we could help you open your heart to help it energy flow and let that be your main guide. And that's what called you, was that.
Yes.
And I couldn't agree with you more, because that's what got me here. That was, everybody told me, oh, you're going to be broken, you're going to be this, you're going to do that. And then it was Ian who was like, just be. And I was like, huh? I need more of that. How do I keep that? And now it's like, oh, it was my heart that drove me to continue to seek until I finally was like, oh, there's nothing outside of me that heals. Thank you. I knew it, right? You know that, but we don't know how to apply it. We don't know how to do it. The philosophy is great, but how do we put it into action?
Right. And I have migraines. I have headaches. You could just list anything. It doesn't really matter. Every single time. Oh, that just doesn't make sense. Oh, your neck really, I don't know why you're getting headaches. It looks fine.
Do you think we found some reasons for
oh
why?
My God. Ian's like, what the fuck? Right?
Yeah.
He's like, you got a lot of issues. I can't tell you how many doctors, and the MRI says this, and this. Well, it shouldn't be bothering you. But it is.
And there was emotional layers and mental layers and spiritual layers, but it was all plaguing the issues of the tissues. And so as we cupped you and gouachaed you and fascia released you and scar therapied you and lymphatically enhanced you and nasotherapied you and increased your mucosa and did your saunas and your PMF match and your vibe beds, your massage therapy, now you're like, oh, this is how I bring my regulation into alignment. Yeah.
And make my blood more active.
Yes, and make your blood more active. It was moving and grooving today. It was so pretty. Thank you so much. Is there anything else you want to share with them? Anybody listening?
I would say listen to your heart.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for listening. We'll see you at your immersion.